This critique examines a raw lyrical narrative detailing the visceral realities of substance addiction, the agony of withdrawal, and the ultimate fight for recovery. But, skipping the pleasantries, the imagery here is just incredibly strong, like the acid to microwave glass shard line or the bending blinds. But let's look closely at the section discussing the intro.
Yeah, resequencing the introductory message of hope and recovery can significantly magnify the emotional impact of the narrative arc.
Right.
Because, well, opening with a preachy moral lesson, the whole kids don't do drugs with guidance, grace, and faith in God bit, it just acts as a massive spoiler.
Oh, totally. It's literally like reading the last page of a thriller first. I mean, giving away the ending up front just dilutes the visceral shock of those raw verses that come right after it.
It really does. So the move here is to drop the audience in media res, like directly into the middle of the action, and just reserve that realization of guidance and grace for the climax of the outro.
That makes sense. But wait, if we cut those first 5 lines entirely, don't we risk losing the listener?
Well, no.
Like they might not have the context for why the narrator is suffering so intensely right out of the gate.
That's clearly laid out. I wonder, though, if we've considered that the disorientation actually serves the narrative.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Because addiction withdrawal isn't contextual or orderly. It's immediate, and it's completely overwhelming. So start the audio right on the physical reality, like sweating like a stuck pig or popping perks to cold turkey.
Right, you instantly trap the listener in the withdrawal alongside the protagonist.
Exactly. And then you take those lines about the road to recovery, a lifelong trip, and you just move them to the very end of the piece.
Making it an earned resolution after surviving that harrowing 14-day binge.
Yeah, you have to let the audience feel the free fall to appreciate the solid ground.
For sure. So, moving into the pacing, transforming the static chorus into a dynamic, evolving element will better reflect the protagonist's escalating physical and mental deterioration.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Because while the hook is catchy, no shit, being dope sick is a miserable mess, the identical repetition of it just halts the escalating tension.
Yeah, whether the narrator's on day 7 of no sleep, or trading food stamps for a Dilaudid, or even hallucinating folks in a field, the emotional pitch of the chorus remains flatly identical.
It resets the emotional stakes back to zero every single time.
Right. So we need to evolve the lyrics, or at least the desperation of the delivery within the chorus, to chronologically match the increasing severity of the verses.
Wouldn't altering the hook too much ruin the catchiness, though? I mean, the listener needs a musical anchor to ground the progression.
Well, the core rhythm anchors it, but the desperation has to degrade. So, as a concrete example, the first chorus can remain standard to set our baseline.
Okay, I follow you.
But then, for the second chorus, alter the lyrics to reflect the specific timeline. Change that standard, "I need a pill," to a more urgent, financially broken plea. Like, reference the empty gas tank or the unresponsive plug right in the hook itself.
Oh, wow, yeah. And then by the third chorus, the lyrics should be totally fragmented, or exhausted, or panicked.
Exactly. Visually and vocally mirroring the bending blinds paranoia established in that final verse.
It just completely signals the breakdown of the protagonist's mind.
Yeah, it shouldn't just be sung at that stage. It should sound like it's literally falling apart.
So basically, we're looking at moving the moral resolution to the end to preserve narrative tension and evolving the chorus to dynamically match the protagonist's downward spiral.
Spot on. The foundation here is already incredibly potent.
It really is. Thank you to the listener for sharing such personal raw material. We highly encourage you to apply these structural shifts and submit your revised draft back in for another critique.